Vamos acabar com o dia. Estou cansado. Vamos para o quarto descansar.
Time to rest again. I hope there aren't any surprises this time. That Oleg, he seems sincere. What do you guys think?
Acho que ele é uma boa pessoa. Parece bom. Duvida dele.
Don't you have something cool to say? Like appearances can be deceiving?
I don't try to disagree. But if you ask for my opinion, it's better to be safe than sorry.
Fine. We'll keep our guards up. Our last hotel experience was eventful, to say the least.
Foi complicado. No último hotel a gente foi preso.
One of us should keep watch tonight.
Fica do guarda.
Keep watch? Are we space cowboys now? I guess this is the cosmic Wild West. Anyone else sleepy?
Parece que alguém não quer. Parece que alguém não quer ficar de vigia. Eu fico.
You seem pretty exhausted. Don't overexert yourself. I'll do it.
I'll keep watch.
Olha o outro.
Branya, did you finish talking to Oleg? Hope he didn't make things difficult for you.
Ela é uma amiga agora? Quer dizer, ela tentou prender nós.
Not really. Though
Beleza,
it wasn't
então.
the friendliest conversation. We didn't see eye to eye on everything. I've come to know a great deal in a short time. Doubt I'll be able to fall asleep tonight.
I doubt I'll be able to sleep either. Not that I don't trust you. It's just you're a Silvermane guard officer in the underground.
Então, isso
There might be
também.
people looking to harm you.
Pode ter gente tentando machucar. É verdade, tinha gente atrás dela quando a encontramos.
I wouldn't be surprised if there are. Silvermane guards have a lot to make amends for down here. If someone had made a stand in the outset and explained the consequences to Madame Cocolia, forget it. It's meaningless to talk about it now. You don't need to worry about me. Oleg guaranteed that I wouldn't be harmed. He seemed like a man of his word. Go and rest.
Acho que ela vai ficar do nosso lado. Acho que é safe. Mesmo que a Coca-Cola seja a mãe dela. Aí o quarto. O que é isso aqui? Investigar. Papel, canetas e um pote de tinta preta estão espalhados numa mesa de madeira simples. Você se inclina um pouco tentando perceber a caligrafia confusa no papel. A tecnologia no mundo abaixo pode estar desatualizada, mas a técnica de imprimir está contudo como sempre. Talvez esse lugar tenha escolhido usar caligrafia para fazer os seus clientes terem a sensação de coisa mais pessoal, que valoriza eles. Mas este pensamento só torna a leitura mais difícil. Quando você examina essas palavras educadas e sem sentido, os seus olhos começam a doer. Por fim, você encontra a parte mais importante no final da página. Gertie, a dona calorosamente convida a você a classificar os nossos serviços. Uma sessão de classificação seu favorito. Você lembra vagamente de ter essa experiência antes de sentar num táxi flutuante e sair voando pela cidade de um lugar para o outro. O taxista não troca uma palavra com você durante toda a viagem, nem mesmo os habituais cumprimentos simples, mas quando você abre a porta para descer, ele diz de repente: por favor, me dê 5 estrelas. Não, você não dá. Você é a personificação da imparcialidade. Você nunca sentiria pena e mudaria a nota de 4 de um teste para 5, só para uma aprovação. Está convencido que boas avaliações são conquistadas e não distribuídas. Caralho. É só uma avaliação de táxi. Mas beleza. Você olha ao redor deste quarto barato, você ouve as paredes gemendo e vê o armário tremendo. Agora você é o crítico mais imparcial de toda a galáxia. Caro hóspede, por favor, classifique o quão confortável é a cama do seu quarto. Assim pelo olhar, eu gostei das cores, tenho que dizer, mas esse lugar, esse negócio de repente parece ser de ferro. E a almofada parece uma merda. Eu vou deixar-me imparcial. Média. É mais do que a média. Poderia até servir como definição do conceito de média. Caro hóspede, por favor classifique o chá fornecido no seu quarto. Tem chá? Muito satisfeito. Muito bom. O melhor chá de sempre. Se possível, você gostaria de trazer Danhan aqui para provar este chá. Apenas para você estar convencido de que ele é alguém que sabe muito sobre chá. Caro hóspede, por favor classifique a iluminação e a vista do seu quarto. Assim, não consigo ver nada, só consigo ver um reflexo feio do lado de fora. Mas isso não é culpa do lugar, é mais culpa do jogo. Então, a iluminação parece boa, então bem contente. A iluminação e a vista são muito boas. A iluminação é exatamente como deve ser. Nem muito brilhante, nem muito escura. Muito confortável. Quanto à vista, como uma renomada conhecedora da arquitetura retrô, você acha que a vista da rua, da vila, do rochedo muito atraente. Sou realmente um crítico. Obrigado por avaliar o serviço aqui no hotel, Goedo. Você pode deixar um comentário no espaço abaixo. Vamos levar a sua opinião a sério e faremos o nosso melhor para melhorar os nossos serviços. Comentário. Criar conteúdo original é sobre é sempre uma dor de cabeça. É melhor torná-lo uma pergunta de múltipla escolha. Fiquei feliz com o serviço excelente, obrigada. Não, foi uma experiência muito boa, provavelmente não vou voltar. Posso sugerir que compre alguns serviços de espuma viscoelástica e colchas de veludo. Não quero escrever nada. Isto não ser o último, hein? Assim, vou falar o primeiro. Não estava ruim. Você passou na parte do comentário do teste. Resta apenas um espaço vazio nesta folha de papel. Se possível, por favor, deixe seu nome para podermos informá-la quando tivermos descontos. Olha, descontos, que palavra linda. Vamos escrever seu honrado nome aqui. Seu vizinho iluminado simpático. Adorei. Eisenberg, eu podia ter escrito Eisenberg. Sobre o primeiro está feita. Você acaba de completar a classificação de serviço mais imparcial da história do universo. Sem a menor emoção subjetiva. Você vira o cartão de comentários que acabou de terminar e descobre uma pilha grossa de cartões idênticos. Você depara com várias opções. Feito. Agora faça o processo de avaliação. De novo. Tá. É só para ver o que é. Seu comentário para a loja. Fiquei feliz com o serviço. Sua assinatura. Avaliação da cama. Tenho contente. Iluminação. Me arrependo de tudo. Vamos preencher outro cartão. Não. Você terminou. Você guarda o cartão de classificação do serviço preenchido. Talvez você deva dá-lo diretamente à Gertie para demonstrar seu status de hóspede valioso. Olha. Acho que essa pessoa tem alguma coisa sobre quartos de hóspede. A cama não é muito macia, mas o quarto é mais aconchegante do que o do hotel da superfície e sua decoração fria. Que cansaço, espero conseguir dormir bem esta noite. Dá para ver que a cama é horrível só de olhar para ela. Outro sonho.
My wish. Your so-called plan. What is the point of it all?
Luto. Alguém morreu.
Silence! She is my daughter. My only.
Espera, a filha dela morreu?
How could you begin to fathom? You will never understand. Never! A new world.
Tendo o desejo de uma mãe.
That voice again. Such a strange dream.
Então a filha dela
May
morreu?
as well go for a walk if I can't sleep.
Será que a Bronnie é adotada? E é capaz.
Who goes there? Show yourself.
Opa, calma, sou eu.
It's you. Don't sneak up behind me next time. Lucky for you, I wasn't armed.
Então, tu és capaz de ser adotada, sabias?
No sleep for you either, huh?
Eu tive um pesadelo. Tenho tido pesadelos recentemente. Não fala. Putz, eu vou falar aquela adotada? Não. Fala dos pesadelos.
I understand.
Tá, não
The
falei
more that
nada.
weighs on your mind, the more your fears become dreamscapes. Actually, seeing as there's no one around, can I ask you some things?
Também pode ser a irmã mais nova, é possível.
This Stellaron you speak of, if you were to find it, how sure are you that you could stop the eternal freeze?
Certeza absoluta.
Your confidence actually makes me even more worried. This isn't like helping a child make a snowball.
Putz.
You know, it was difficult for me to believe you. Some of the words you use are too alien for those that have lived their entire life in Belobog. As far as I was concerned, Madame Cocolia's order to arrest you sounded reasonable. But why didn't she issue it straight away? She must have realized something about you. Something I haven't yet been able to perceive for myself. It bothers me.
Só que a voz falou que eu tenho um Stellaron.
What must have transpired to cause her such a drastic change? Still, orders are orders. It's not for soldiers to question their superiors.
Você não teve escolha?
I don't need you to absolve me. The truth is, I didn't have every confidence that I was doing the right thing. But the sense of duty to carry out an order is bound to prevail with me. In the past, overworld soldiers on the front line would lose their lives in droves. And yet, the Fragmentum's advance would remain unaffected. Nevertheless, that was her reason for deploying all the Silvermane guards to the front line. The transport line for supplies in Geomera remained open, but the passage between the surface and the underground ceased. I approved of that decision. I never thought that the underworld would sink into such ruin without the Silvermane guards. Perhaps Mother was wrong.
Ela tá a começar a duvidar da mãe. É isso
But
sim.
how can I change her mind? I've tried, but she won't listen. I don't know how to get through to her.
Nós ajudamos você.
Help me change the mind of the Madam Guardian? Not easy. Nobody knows that better than I do. The more I think about it, the more disoriented I get, which in turn makes me think about it even more. I just want a better life for the people of Belobog.
O mundo é mais complicado do que parece. Vamos trabalhar em conjunto. Talvez a gente consiga mudar alguma coisa. Não dá para salvar o mundo sozinha. Isso, falar isso. Isso basicamente um psicólogo agora.
Maybe you're right. Or not. Right now, I just need more time to think.
Ai, mano, nossa, meu pescoço está-me a matar. Não é possível.
Walk with me. Let's
colocar-me
forget
como
our
deve ser.
problems for a while.
Postura. Tem um passeio. Vou realmente ou é teleporte? Acho que não vou.
I can't remember the
Vou
last
sim.
time I went for a
Pera,
walk
pera,
like
pera, pera,
this.
pera.
I never
Putz, isso
thought
não
I'd take
pausa o
one through
jogo.
such a strange place.
Espera por mim.
With someone I'd only just gotten to know. It's so quiet here. I'm not used to it. Quieter things are around you, the louder they... I'm surprised the vagrants in the Great Mine go after the mining teams. They must be desperate. Still, whatever their situation, a crime is a crime. How is the law supposed to find a balance between justice and compassion in the face of such complexity.
Ela se interrompeu sozinha do nada.
How much longer can you last with your current supplies?
Opa,
Is that Zila?
é a voz da
Go take
Cillian.
a look.
I know. I'll go to Rivet Town and bring them back for you.
It's too dangerous to go alone. Get Oleg to send someone with you.
The rest of Wildfire has barely gotten any sleep the last few days. They should rest. They'd only be holding their eyelids open and slowing me down. Besides, didn't you say some of the miners were gravely injured? Lives are on the line.
Estou com falta de pessoal. Parece que estamos bem na hora. Estão com problemas?
Aren't you supposed to be sleeping? What are you doing out here? Up to no good, perhaps?
We're just having a walk, neither of us could sleep. You can rescind your baseless accusations.
Walk somewhere else, then.
Easy, Zila. Maybe they can help.
É sempre um prazer ajudar a senhorita Natasha. Eu falei isso.
I'm grateful. Here's the situation. The clinic is packed full of people injured in the mines incident. Since you helped us resolve things, Zila and I have been busy caring for them. As you know, the underground is lacking resources to begin with. Add on the sudden nature of the incident, and it's no surprise that the clinic is almost out of medical supplies. We need to acquire more. Somehow.
Não tem outras vilas tem outras vilas subterrâneas?
The situation in other towns is even worse than ours.
Tem outras? É assim tão grande o subterrâneo? Apesar que fosse tipo uma vila. Uma cidade de baixo. Tipo um monte de vilas.
As the fragmentum spreads underground, more monsters go roaming around and causing trouble for all the towns. That means more vagrants in the mines. The town's resources have been swallowed up by the fragmentum. To get anything now, people have to risk their lives.
Easy now, Zila. Anger isn't good for one's health. Zila and I actually aren't from here. We both come from an industrial town to the north.
Eles são de outra
A few
vila.
years ago, the fragmentum began to seep into the town center. I used to manage an orphanage and clinic there. But after the fragmentum corroded the area, I had no choice but to move here to Boulder Town. After all, I have to survive myself if I want to save more people.
Go to a corroded town to collect some useful resources? I'm in.
Eu também. Nós também ajudamos. Nós?
You want to come as well?
Sim.
But you look quite tired.
Não, estou bem, estou bem.
Hold up. I never said you could join us.
Não posso?
People's lives are at stake. Why wouldn't you want another person to help? Besides, I have some experience with the fragmentums. I'm sure I will be of use.
Well, just don't slow me down.
É muito fria, mano. Que é isso?
Zila's lack of outright rejection means she approves of you. With you all accompanying her, my mind will be more at ease. Come, let me give you a list of materials we need.
Calma.
The place you're going to is called Rivet Town. Follow the path through the mountains to the north for a bit, and you'll arrive there. Let me think. I'm almost out of metal plates and bandages used for immobilizing broken bones. There's a market in the center of Rivet Town. Residents left behind piles of materials there when they evacuated. Please look for some there. Oh, also rubbing alcohol. I kept a bunch at the orphanage, since the kids often got into tussles. I didn't bring it with me when I left. Oh, I hope it's still intact. Lastly, painkillers. There should be a bunch stored in the old lab. Hopefully they haven't been destroyed by monsters. These should be enough to get by for a bit longer. Be careful, don't push yourselves too hard.
Metal plates and bandages, rubbing alcohol, and painkillers. Got it. Piece of cake.
Tá, temos que ir para outra vila pegar placas de metal curativos, álcool e
Let's go.
energéticos.
If we leave now, we can still make it back before sundown.
Coisa para
When it
cacete.
comes to helping injured people groaning in pain, the sooner the better.
If we hadn't happened to be passing by, were you really planning on going into the Fragmentum
Por aqui.
alone?
Of course. What's all the fuss about? I've done that loads of times.
So reckless. According to the rules of the Silvermane Guards, any expedition into the Fragmentum must have a squad
Eles
of at
ficam
least 4
falando.
members, as well as a communications officer.
Exactly. A rule of the Silvermane Guards. Don't apply your rules to us.
Já acabaram? Tá. Lá então vamos para outra vila. Tá, tará, tá, tá, tá.
We're here. This
Oh.
is Rivet Town. Everything looks familiar. Let's go. And watch your step. I haven't been here in a long time. There are probably some monsters around. We can't see anything here.
Interrompi ela, droga, não queria interrompê-la. Eles falam muito, mano, não faz sentido. Tem que ficar parado para ouvir o que eles têm todos para dizer.
Way over there. See that house on the hill? That's Natasha's old orphanage.
Aquilo ali é o orfanato?
After Oleg found me, he sent me there. I spent over half my childhood in that place.
O Oleg também era daqui? Quero me aposentar aqui. Deve ter sido numa época de abundância.
Natasha said that the house was donated by some rich businessman. Whatever his business may have been, he must have been a good person. I miss those carefree days as a kid.
Huh.
What? Nothing to say?
No, it's just... This place seems
Familiar.
familiar somehow. Never mind.
Parece que alguém foi realmente adotada, hein?
Weirdo. Look down there. See the mess that remains of those old stalls? That's Rivet Town's market. The supplies Natasha wants are probably there.
Engraçado quando eu tive um sonho
Let's keep moving.
bem
Watch out
nessa
for
hora.
monsters.
Sobre a filha da Cocólia. Então ela realmente é adotada? É isso que a gente vai descobrir aqui?
Careful.
Cara,
Enemies ahead.
pelo menos é bem óbvio. Olha,
These aren't
bolzinho.
like vagrants. They won't.
Isso aqui. São fracos, pá. Não preciso me preocupar.
Too late to repent.
Já vou morrer, como se nada fosse. Não! Ataque errado. Droga.
Fighting is.
Podia ter matado. Não morreu. Tá ficando complicado. Complicado não, eu estou
Past
sendo
victories
idiota.
don't guarantee future ones.
Restaurant?
The most famous restaurant in town.
Isso aqui é um
Natasha would
restaurante?
bring the kids who behaved well
Ah,
here for a
mesmo.
special meal.
Cadê a porta?
So, did she
Aqui?
ever bring you?
Do I seem like I was a goody two-shoes? Of course not.
Opa, inimigo. Ah, vou de cara.
This will strengthen our position.
Parece forte. E é novo. Meio.
No interest in conflict.
Já começa apanhando logo de cara.
Turn it up! Told you I could fight. I need to be brave.
Fácil, na verdade. Pensei que era mais forte.
Past victories don't guarantee future ones.
Tem uns tesourinhos aqui.
The facilities here
Nice.
seem to be in pretty good shape. Not like those of a place that has been abandoned for years.
Now that you mention it, it does seem a little... Could people still be living here?
Olha outro baú.
Impossible.
Tem gente aqui ainda? Mais um baú. Tem inimigo aqui? Não. Isso aqui.
There's a bunch of crates piled over there. Maybe we can find what we're looking for.
Mais um monstro aqui.
Too late to repent.
Putz, quem eu ataco primeiro? Acho que este aqui é melhor. Nossa, é fraco. Daí eu ataco este. Um ataque normal. Um ataque normal.
Tough luck running into me.
Uso isso nela.
Here. I'm not afraid of you.
E faço isso. Tá. Morreram todos. Fácil. Tem que ter mais cuidado nas lutas, mano. Estou muito despreocupado. Só clico nos botões aleatoriamente. Puzzle? Ah, puzzlezinho. Pronto.
That wasn't too difficult.
Mais coisa para
Worth our
cá?
while.
Monstro, qual é que é o nível? 29?
That enemy certainly isn't friendly.
Ele falou. Vou matar esse aqui. Olha o bicho novo. Esse bicho começa logo com um ataque na minha cara. Eu vou matar esse aqui primeiro.
Time for the main event.
Turn it up. Told you I could fight.
Não! Eu queria atacar este. Queria atacar-me. Ah, agora vai ser assim. Eles enfraquecido mais. Nossa, muito dano nela.
Past victories don't get.
Darn.
O que aconteceu?
How could they all be empty? Now even the monsters are gathering supplies?
E alguém veio aqui antes de nós.
The monsters of the Fragmentum don't need any materials we humans use. And if they did take anything, this place would look much messier.
You mean that someone else got here and took everything before us?
Obviamente.
It's just a guess, but there are also some footprints on the ground here.
The scent of dirt is still fresh. They can't have come too long before us. Let's go then. We need to find something, even if we have to search every corner of this market.
Então primeiro está nesse lugar aqui, nesse mercado. Primeiro tem. Opa, baúzinho. Tem mais coisa aqui. Tinha um moleque. Eu passei pelo moleque e não vi.
Eric?
Eric.
Hey, Brat! How could you come here by yourself? Oh, don't you know how dangerous this place is?
E ralho.
Zila! You aren't the boss of me. I can go wherever I want. It's none of your beeswax.
You took the materials and hid them all here. Not bad, kid.
E ele
But
roubou
if
os
we didn't take
materiais.
care of those monsters, what were you planning to do? Just stay here, shaking in your boots?
Who asked you to do anything? I was just about to escape. I didn't need your help at all.
Oh, moleque arrombado.
Still stubborn, huh? Then tell me, how exactly were you gonna get those big metal plates out of here past those monsters?
There's always a way.
Ah, mano. Chega, eles são uma criança. Você pode nos ajudar, nos dar alguns materiais? Eles são para ajudar os feridos.
Don't be so polite to him. Everyone in the underworld knows this brat is a no-good thief. If I remember correctly, even the clothes you're wearing came off another kid's back.
Ele rouba. É um pequeno ladrão.
About that.
Tell us, what do you even want metal plates and gauze bandages for? We need them to save people.
200.
200? Ele pagou 200.
What?
Ah, é dinheiro.
Are you kidding me? You want to negotiate?
Eu não tenho dinheiro aqui. Roubalheira. Quanto valem 200 brasões?
Not much, but I didn't bring my coin purse.
Putz, nem eu.
You're actually planning to give this little crook money? I'm telling you, this is his same old trick.
No! Not this time. I really need
Ah,
money.
mano, o moleque vai chorar.
My daddy.
Porradaria.
Pretending to
Fácil.
use your dad again as an excuse. If he knew about this, you'd be in big trouble.
No!
Zila, that's enough. It's Eric, right? Here. You can have this.
O que é que ela deu?
What? What's this?
This is a medal given to me by the architects. See that blue stone in the middle? That's a geomerald crystal of the highest purity. You need money for your family, right? Take this and show it to a knowledgeable buyer, and they'll instantly know how valuable it is.
Thank you.
But you'll have to promise me one thing. You'll never steal other people's things again.
I promise. I'll never steal things again.
Que bonitinho.
Then it's a deal. If you go back on your promise, I'm going to bring my Silvermane guards with me and catch you myself. Here, take the medal and go back to the town. We already took care of any threat on the way. You'll be safe.
Thank you. Whoever you are, you guys can take all of these things.
Tia? Obrigado, tia, que eu não conheço. E você olha pra essa mina e se chama tia. Na moral?
You guys need to be careful too. There seems to be something real scary in that house up on the hill. Oh, right. The road across from the market is blocked. If you want to go further, you'll have to go to the shopping street.
Como que você olha pra
Got
essa
it.
cara e você fala
Thanks for the
tia? Não, na moral. Esse moleque aí.
That object was pretty important to you, right? Are you sure you're okay just giving it to Eric like that?
If it will make him change his ways, it's more than worth it.
What if he doesn't?
Essas duas estão ficando mais amigas.
From a young age, my mother taught me
Eu
to be
acho.
forgiving and to preserve the goodwill in people's hearts. Even if I am but a small glimmer of light in this world, I must try my best to shine brightly for others. I must give him a chance, Zila, because other people can't.
I don't really get what you just said. Anyway, we should get moving. Eric said that we need to take the shopping street to go any further. I think I still remember where it is.
Cadê eu?
This way.
Simplesmente praticamente não apareci na cutscene. Eu era para ser o protagonista, virando o personagem secundário. Do lado dessas duas aparece um personagem secundário. Caralho, assim. Ah, tem mais lugar para ir. Oh! Uma coisa ali, hein? Eu quero ver. Espera aí. Também não vim para cá. Olha um baúzinho escondido. Dá para entrar por aqui? Não, é por outro lado. Será que é por aqui, só que eu tenho que vir aqui depois? Não, deve ser por outro lugar ainda.
This is the street, all right. The orphanage should be at the end.
Mais puzzle.
These shops and signs. Why do I feel like I've seen them before?
De novo, hein? Ela falou. Já tinha visto isso. Ah, tem skill para cá? Fogo. Putz, agora seria bom trocar. Não dá. Vou congelar ele pelo menos. Não dá porque eu não tenho níveis no outro.
Pretty good crowd today. Turn it up.
Será que eu devia contar com o dano extra? Não, por agora vou atacar esse aqui. Só um. Não, pera. Por que é que ele atacasse essa personagem primeiro? Ah, funcionou. Nossa, matou. Nossa, deu-me dano para cacete. Mano. Isso é muito dano. Opa. Mais um baúzinho. Agora. Se eu consigo matar o bicho que está aqui. Ali. 29. Falou. 29 é para cacete. Espera aí. Outro dia eu volto. Mais inimigos. Eita! Eu não vi que ele veio por cima de mim. Nossa! Mano!
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Quase me matou.
Too late to repent.
Quase mataram uma personagem minha.
Time for the main event.
Logo de cara.
Keep up. Tough luck running into it.
Pronto. Preciso encontrar algum checkpoint rápido. Para onde é que eu devo ir? Mais
The
bicho
entrance
ali.
to the orphanage is up this way.
Qual que é o nível deles?
I wonder what the old place is like now.
29?
Maybe some things will
Oh,
still look familiar.
na moral. 24.
These stairs
Mas são
seem to have
2.
become more narrow.
Se eu consigo chamar só um deles? Consigo. Aqui, ó. Aqui, ó. Isso vem aqui. Fácil.
I've no interest in conflict.
Time for the main event.
My turn.
Não morreram? Ah, morreram sim. Um de cada vez, que eu estou com pouca vida.
You
Agora,
couldn't have done
essa
it without
mina.
me.
Putz. Eu vou usar
This will
isso aqui.
strengthen our position.
Usar um bônus de ataque. Olha essa porra. Usa nesse.
Pretty good crowd today.
E.
Turn it up. Told you I could fight.
Pensei que ia atacar outra pessoa.
You're annoying.
Os meus personagens estão quase todos sem vida, quase. Devia usar mais a defesa, né?
Past victories don't guarantee future ones.
Eu já falei isso.
Worth our while.
Ah, aqui,
Almost there.
pronto.
I
Curado.
didn't expect this place to be so well preserved. We made it! It's been so long, but this place hasn't changed one bit.
Opa.
It looks like there's a lot of stuff piled outside. Let's go see if there's any rubbing alcohol for Nat.
Deixa eu ver aqui, tem outro livro ali.
These crates have been sitting here for many years, right? Even if they have materials in them, are you sure they are still usable?
Do you think undergrounders care about expiration dates? Even having any supplies is a miracle in itself.
Então, mas depois do prazo de validade meio que, né?
No. No. Empty.
Se passar do prazo de validade não é ruim.
How are they all empty? Who could have...
Careful. Enemy behind you.
Do nada. Esse grandão.
I've only seen this kind of monster before in the restricted zone.
I don't care how big you are. You dare sneak up on us from behind. This is it for you, pal.
Ih, ela tá puta.
Move carefully.
Depois tem que dar dos suprimentos.
This song's for you.
Ah, se tivesse fogo.
Let's rock.
Como assim? Putz, de novo.
Cute.
I want to protect everyone too.
Help me, Mr. Sora.
Vamos fazer isso aqui. Toma.
Try
Na cara.
that again.
Ready to lose yourself? You
Usa-se
can fight it or rock with it.
Não dá muito dano mesmo.
I've no interest in conflict. This sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Quase lá.
Pretty good crowd today.
Defesa. É melhor defender aqui. Palmas na cara.
I need to be brave.
Nossa, não toma dano de jeito nenhum.
Time for the let's rock.
Agora toma dano.
I want to protect everyone too.
Usa isso aqui de novo.
My turn.
Putz, agora não tenho mais pontos. Vou ter que destruir o escudo de novo. Talvez não, talvez eu morra.
This song's for you.
Morre logo. Pronto. Fácil, fácil.
That was it?
Bom, era um 3 contra 1.
Nah, I could have taken it on by myself. But still, fighting alongside you two was pretty fun. Should be all clear now. Let's poke around. The kids at the orphanage were always getting into scraps when we played out here. If I remember it right, there ought to be some supplies for our cuts and bruises stored in that corner there. I just hope the monster didn't get to them.
It wasn't my imagination.
Opa.
Huh? What are you talking about?
This building? This playground equipment? I've seen it all before.
E olha lá que eu falei. Então, infelizmente tenho uma má notícia. Você é adotada, rapariga.
What? Come on. The overground and underground have been sealed off from each other for over 10 years. It would have been news if a Silvermane guard had come down here, let alone an overworld princess. Wait, unless before that.
Yes,
sei que-
it's a possibility. That would explain why my memory of it is so blurry. Come on. I need to look around a bit more before I can be sure.
É, mano, acho que realmente. Quer dizer, é óbvio, é muito óbvio. Não sei porque o Gina está a fazer isso, mas ok.
What's
Investigar.
up here? Some kind of toy?
Não
Yep.
escorrega.
You pick. Red or blue?
Red ou blue? Como assim red ou blue? Vermelho ou azul? Como assim vermelho ou azul? Calma, é o nome do brinquedo? Não escorrega?
Blue.
Look at this. After over 10 years,
Azul.
the teeth marks are still here.
Teeth marks?
Marcas de dentes.
Alright, well, this one time, a big kid was trying to steal this toy from me. I couldn't out-wrestle him for it, so I just bit down hard and hung on for dear life.
Eles não estão falando do escorrega, pois não?
How boorish.
Ela falou que ela se agarrou num brinquedo com os dentes. Quem é que se agarra no escorrega com os dentes?
Ugh, the swing is covered in dust. Hey, don't sit on it. It's
It sure brings back memories. I still remember one time I swung super high and everyone was scared I would fly off.
Who knew swinging could be so intense?
At the time, I wanted to swing myself into the sky and fly up to the overworld.
So dangerous. You're lucky to have lived till now.
Aren't we all, though?
Elas estão se entendendo cada vez mais, hein? Será que elas são irmãs? Não, para.
We've looked everywhere but here. I hope my memory is right. It's... yes! We found it! Great! And it's barely damaged. Nat wouldn't have expected her old supplies from years ago to have stayed in such good condition.
You should still check the expiration date for things like rubbing alcohol. If it's expired, it won't be effective.
True. Let me check a few bottles.
Ah lá, viu? Agora ela está a concordar com a Brony. Elas estão ficando amigas.
What's this?
Globo de neve.
This is something from when I was a child.
Ih, é um brinquedo dela.
When you were a child? Are you sure?
Você veio nessa vila quando era criança? Deve ser coincidência, muitas coisas devem ter o mesmo brinquedo. Será que quando você era criança?
Yes. I remember now. I used to live here. Before the architects took me away, before Madame Cocolia adopted me, I used to live here. I'm an undergrounder.
Não. Oh, plot twist. Quem é que poderia imaginar isso? Na moral, esse jogo tornou isso muito óbvio.
You're an undergrounder? Wait a minute.
Cheio de impressões
You're
hoje.
saying
Oh,
that
tá foda.
Cocolia, the Supreme Guardian, adopted you? Then...
Yes. I'm the successor chosen by the architects. In the future, I will become the guardian who leads Belobog.
Ah, ela vai ser a próxima guardiã? Ou guardiã suprema?
Why? Why didn't I remember this until now? My childhood memories are so blurry.
Então, ela é adotada. Você era pequena demais para se lembrar disso? Pode deve ter feito algo para te fazer esquecer, talvez. Não
The
falei
architect
isso.
said that the guardian successor is selected from among all people in Belobog. The selection process can take anywhere from a few years to a few decades.
Décadas?
During that time, all children of the appropriate age in both the overworld and the underworld will be tested. In the end, only one child deemed as worthy
Uma
will be
década é
chosen.
10 anos, se não me engano.
I must have been chosen from among the children here and then taken to the surface.
The kids at the orphanage are always coming and going. I never thought that there would have been a future Supreme Guardian among us. Does Nat know about this? Could she have been keeping it a secret?
I don't think she knows. The selection of the successor is done with utmost secrecy. And the child chosen must completely say goodbye to their past.
É tipo um puta segredo. Só a Cocolia sabia, provavelmente.
And thus, I became the daughter of Madame Cocolia. My only identity is that of guardian successor. But I'm not good enough. Every day I see Silvermane guards sacrifice their lives in the Fragmentum, but I've never had the resolve to try to change Mother's mind. The underworld has been struggling, but I never tried to help. I didn't even know that it was my own home that had fallen into such a dire state. In the end, I haven't been able to guard anything. How could they have thought that I was worthy to be the successor?
Hey, are you done?
Huh?
Wow. So annoying.
What?
What? You thought I should feel sorry for you after your little speech? You can hide in your palace while you fuss over your overworld problems. And on the front line, it's not even you who's putting their life in danger. But in the underworld, what do we worry about? If we'll have food for our next meal, or survive to the next week. Even if I am but a small glimmer of light in this world, I must try my best to shine brightly for others.
Ih, foi ela que disse isso.
Didn't you say that? Well,
You're right. You're right. Self-pity doesn't help solve anything. Thank you, Sela. Usually when I feel sorry for myself, I am met with gentle consolation. Never has anyone dared to be tough and make me snap out of it.
I'm no good at consoling, but I can hit you on the head a few times, no problem. I can tell that you have a big burden to carry. Why do you force yourself to?
As the successor to the Guardian of Belobog, I must always be vigilant of my behavior and thoughts.
Yeah, Lady Branya. Miss Future Supreme Guardian comes from the same orphanage as me. Who thought it would be a good idea to put us together, huh? How about I show you around the orphanage a bit more? Unlike you, my memories from when I was little are crystal clear.
Okay. I'll indulge in old memories with you for a while.
Eu virei personagem secundário. Até saí da tela.
I should let those two be alone for a bit. The only thing left to find is
Se
painkillers.
tivesse livro.
I'll
Não
see
é
if there's
esse.
any nearby.
Não tinha um livro para eu pegar? Ah, esse aqui. Mas uma coisa aqui. Acho que não, acho que é só seguir em frente agora. Ainda eles estão lá.
It's here. We found it. Thank you,
É a Clara. E outro robô.
Warning.
Opa.
Danger detected.
Putz, e agora? Não vou machucar ninguém.
Protect, Clara. Initiating active defense mode.
Perkins, don't! Stop! I've seen this person before. She's not bad, right?
Command received. Danger removed. Deactivating active defense mode.
This place is dangerous. You should leave.
É que deveria dizer isso. Estou procurando remédio para os dois feridos.
Oh, I came here for these painkillers too. There are a lot of people hurt at the vagrant camp. I guess the miners are no different? If everyone could just get along, things would be easier.
É, os dois lados receberam muitos feridos.
Here you are. I hope the medicine is of help to you.
Como está o seu relacionamento com Sevarog? O Sevarog está aqui também? Conta primeiro.
Mr. Svarog, he's my family.
Família?
I met Mr. Svarog when I was real little. He took me in and took care of me. I'm really sorry about what happened back in the Great Mine. Mr. Svarog doesn't trust any humans besides me, especially everyone from Wildfire.
Porque o Sevarog se meteu no incidente da mina.
He heard that the miners and vagrants had begun to engage in a large-scale conflict. He wanted to stop everyone from getting hurt fighting over the mines. Wildfire wants everyone to leave the underground. But Mr. Svarog wants everyone to stay here. According to his calculations, the overground is already unsafe.
Lá em cima não é seguro? Então ele fica vigiando aquele pilar enorme para impedir que as pessoas saiam.
Yes. Mr. Svarog is very stubborn. He says that his responsibility is preservation. To do that, he must make decisions that best protect humanity.
Provavelmente vai engolir o subterrâneo. Todo mais cedo ou mais tarde.
I know that Wildfire wants to talk to Mr. Svarog, but no matter how many times you talk to him, Mr. Svarog won't change his mind. So please trust me. I'll try to persuade Mr. Svarog. Hopefully one day he'll finally listen.
Clara, what are you doing here?
Opa, as outras duas chegaram.
You're Miss Sela from Wildfire. I came here to...
Você e a Clara contam para Celia e para Brony o que acabaram de discutir.
Why are you helping the vagrants look for medicine? If they're so great, how could they make a little girl go around running errands for them?
No, it's not like that. I wasn't made to do anything. It's just that The living conditions for the vagrants aren't great. There's not even a clinic in their camp. So I wanted to help them out.
Onde é que é o acampamento deles?
Also, not all of them are bad people. Everyone just wants to survive. Miss Seela, did this medicine belong to Miss Natasha? Then, can you give me some? The vagrant's injuries are quite serious.
I see. Let's split these painkillers then.
Really? We don't need to ask Miss Natasha first?
If I know Nat, she won't mind. Although, this will make it more difficult for us. She'll understand. She always does.
Vamos dividir os remédios.
Great! Thank you, Miss Seela.
Are you leaving? This old town is too dangerous. We'll accompany you part of the way.
It's fine. I have Perkins for company.
Ela deu o nome para esse também.
I have some more things I need to look for here first.
Understood. Be careful, though.
A gente, é capaz de a gente termos que inventar o robôzão. E a Clara.
Metal plates and bandages, rubbing alcohol, painkillers. Great, that's everything.
Pronto, já pegamos tudo.
Let's go report to Natasha in Boulder Town. It won't take long to get back.
Já podemos voltar então? Você obteve Ghost from the Past. Uma música. E a porta aqui, checkpoint. Outro tesouro. Tem mais alguma coisa aqui? Escondida. Um caderninho assim. Não. Vamos teleportar então? É. Vamos para cá.
I'll need to record today's notes in the databank.
Temos aqui as coisas.
Nat!
That's our Zila. Nothing if not punctual. So, did you find any usable supplies?
Aqui as coisas.
Oh, let me see. Metal plates, gauze bandages, painkillers, rubbing alcohol. Ah, perfect. That's everything I needed. Huh. It's just there are less painkillers than I'd expected. Did someone break into the storage room?
A gente dividiu um pouco com a Clara.
Clara? Huh. If she was there too, then I understand. She wants to look after the injured vagrants, right? Clara's always been a kind-hearted girl. I think you made the right decision. Still, it means I'm going to have to draw up a detailed dosage plan.
Hey, don't worry. I'll help you.
No need. I'll handle the clinic. I assume you three have more important things to be getting on with, right? Oleg will be waiting, not to mention your two companions.
Pois eles já devem ter acordado os outros dois. Quase esqueci daqueles dois.
So you guys aren't that close after all?
You're adorable, Branya. She was obviously joking.
Ela chamou Brony de adorável.
I bet old Oleg wants to talk about Svarog. We should get going. Sorry, Nat. We'll have to leave the wounded to you.
Oh, no worries. I hope things go smoothly.
Esta vez... Ah, eu ganhei a personagem? Ah, então era essa missão que me desbloqueou a personagem. Esta vez foi eu que desapareci e deixei os outros dois para trás. Não eles. Opa.
Huh? Tired already?
Eles estão conversando de
Aren't
novo.
you? We didn't get any rest last night.
You're gonna have to step it up, you know? My record is 6 days, no shut-eye.
Eles vão aqui.
Hey, they're finally back!
Voltamos. Desculpa desaparecer sem avisar.
That's nothing. The unannounced disappearance record holder is right here.
Now
Concordo.
that's something to be proud of.
Concordo com o Dan.
It's good to have everyone back together. Let me get straight to it. Regarding the Stellaron and your predicament in the overworld. Your friends have gone over both with me again.
A gente vai ter que ir atrás do robôzão. Esqueci do nome dele. O robô da Clara.
The last time I
Chamar.
saw Chikkuro, yes, she was an impressive young lady. I never thought that after becoming the Guardian. All I can say is that I sympathize with your situation. Rest easy. Wildfire won't go behind your back on this. Your plan sounds a bit like the ravings of a drunken miner, but at least you're offering a road forwards. We Underworlders haven't had a road to anywhere for a long time now, and you can see how things have become. I'm willing to give you guys a shot.
Don't
Ganhamos
worry,
uma chance.
Mr. Oleg. We'll make sure you don't regret it.
Ravings of a drunken miner is a little harsh.
Maybe it is, but I think we need to set our sights on something a bit more realistic. You guys want to know the whereabouts of the Stellaron. Wildfire wants to remove the restrictions on the Underworld. In other words, Svarog is the target of both our efforts. If we can't deal with the boss, we can't deal with anything.
Vamos acabar com ele. A gente precisa conversar com ele. E para ele. A gente não consigo falar. A gente precisa convencê-lo a ficar do nosso lado. Isso.
He wouldn't understand. You're forgetting he's a robot. It'd be faster to smash him to scrap metal.
We should make preparations for both approaches. Of course, it's better to settle matters through peaceful means, but if the situation changes, we must be prepared for armed conflict at a moment's notice.
É bom se tivéssemos a ajuda da Clara também, já que é só a ela que ele com o robô dá ouvidos.
Wildfire has tried many times to make contact with Svarog, without success. He has no intention of engaging with us. At our current strength, it would be incredibly dangerous to use force. Svarog's robots don't fear sacrifice, and I don't want to risk Underworld lives. But things have changed. Your arrival constitutes an external variable for Svarog. I may not have the full picture, but perhaps you guys have an opportunity to sway him.
That would be best.
Our scheme is coming along nicely. But I fear that Svarog just isn't the swaying type.
Acho que a gente vai enfrentá-lo de qualquer jeito.
You'll understand when you get to his territory. Things never run smoothly down here.
Mesmo que consigamos.
What about you, Miss Silvermane? You're the only one here that isn't compelled to do or die with Svarog. I'd like to hear your plan.
Esqueci o que eu ia dizer. Droga, fico quieto para as personagens falarem e depois esqueço o que eu quero falar. O que eu queria dizer? Acho que não importa o que a gente faça, a gente vai ter que enfrentá-lo mesmo.
The Underworld is still a part of Belobog. If Svarog's existence constitutes a threat to the people here, I will of course stand with you.
Excellent. An enlightened answer, young lady, and spoken like a true successor to the guardianship. Seeing as we're all on the same side, there's no reason to delay. Let's go. I've arranged for a guide to take you to Svarog.
Temos guia? O que o fogo vai ficar fazendo?
Wildfire's relationship with Svarog has been hostile for a long time now. Accompanying you would only lead to misunderstandings. We'll be nearby, awaiting orders. If things go south, we'll be there in no time. Zila, perhaps you can take our outsider friends the rest of the way.
I'm on it, boss.
Ela vem também? Ou é só o nosso time?